Jesus, you there?
Something I think people say all the time.
Well, anyways. Good morning, everybody.
What's
We
cracking?
are live here. It is January 3rd, and we got Sang Lucci here, Ranchero, and Wall Street Jesus. Good morning, SOF. SOF is already saying it's your market, Lucci. One day of selling it, it's my market. Clay, good morning. Jesus, you there? Good morning.
I'm here.
What's
Fixing
cracking,
things,
Jay?
screen around. Good morning,
Uh,
everybody.
All right, happy Wednesday, Romeo. I say it Romeo at this point. I've probably been listening too much bachata. Um, Good morning, everybody. We got a lot of things going on here. We got a lot of things to talk about. Of course, this is getting entertaining here. Today could be a pretty wild trading day. I think the first thing here that we got to talk about is the BTC. And it all happened this morning, actually. Take a look at the BTC this morning. It literally happened like at 6, 7 o'clock. Like I'm on the beach and I look at my phone. We were trading like 53, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I look at it a second later. It was like 41 and change here. Um, so really interesting sell program here on the BTC. Obviously, we're going to take a look at the coin and all that kind of stuff here as well. But we were talking about yesterday during the stream. I don't know if anybody remembers here, but we had traded up to about 45,000. So I had said if we go back into the range here, I'm going to go for a big short down to 39 and 38. So we're going to put that trade on. I'm already in it, and we'll see what happens here. We're going for about 39 and change. Let's see what happens. We could probably get even lower here, but let's see if they hold this program down here to begin with. So big move here on the crypto here overnight. Now, with that in mind, obviously the first thing we have to take a look at is the crypto names here. So if you take a look at Coin had a huge down day yesterday and is trading 145 on a close of 155, so down about 10 points from a high over 180. How many of you guys are fucking around with these crypto names here? Mara here is down to about $20, 20 and change. You got Riot here also selling as well. What was that? What was that penny stock one? Jesus, what was it? Wolf?
Which one? There were a couple. Wolf, WULF.
Yeah, the Wolf is back down to about $2 here. So all of these names here are getting plastered here, and it's also worth it to bring up the Bitcoin ETF, which we don't know, if it's gonna get approved or not. Most folks are saying it will, but there's a lot of different scenarios if it does get approved. If it does get approved, you kind of got money coming away from Coinbase versus through. If it gets denied, maybe Coinbase goes ahead and pops even while BTC goes lower, so they're going to keep this confusing. It's not completely obvious here. So keep that in mind, man, and stick and move and be able to kind of detach from a thesis that you have if it's not working here. All right. So those are the first things here that we want to take a look at. And then, of course, you got Apple, NVIDIA. All the fat man names here are gapping lower as well. You got NVIDIA trading 474, 6-7 point gap down here. AMD was one of the weakest of the fat man names yesterday, already trading almost at 136 here. I'd like to get Ranchero, your opinion on this AMD here, as far as where it could go here on the downside.
Let me give it a quick visual here. This move, the move that it had from the end of the year, I can measure it a couple of ways. So let me just throw a fib on it here just to get some kind of an idea. You're kind of at...
I guess, is there more meat on the bone here? Could we see more meat on the bone?
Look, I like this. We call it 129. 129 would be an area I wouldn't, I'd look to as a target area, and then a 50% retrace of the move is like 122. So it's part art, part science. It's not exact.
Indeed. Indeed. Let's talk a little bit about the rotation here. Tim here brought it up in the live stream here. Let's talk a little bit about the rotation. Rotations here from yesterday were oil, banks, and then the not the defense names per se, but sort of the recession names, right? Like your Walmart, the fucking Coca-Cola,
Yep.
Verizon here. Natalia, did you find news on Verizon? Check out this fucking Verizon here this morning. You get names like these, Coca-Cola, and all this kind of stuff here that were, that performed really, really well yesterday. So money all came into those names, and then let's take a look at these banks here. Banks haven't done shit. Walmart, by the way, is at 160. Ron, you got your position on Walmart, right?
Yeah, I'm long the 162 and a halves for next week from 60 cents.
Okay. And again, he's going for the gap here. If you take a look at Walmart here, Walmart's got a big gap from November here, which I'm sure was off of earnings. Anyway, so further rotation here yesterday. Oil, that XOM ripped like 3 points. It got back up to 103, which was the area that I was shooting for. That I thought I was going to get a breakout on. If you take a look at oil here this morning, it is gapping higher. Let's see how it kind of trades here. But that XOM is kind of interesting for maybe a rotation. But so far, every time you try to play a breakout on that, it doesn't really work. Anyways, the Boeing, some of the down names here, also continuing lower here. Got another gap down here. I should have held those fucking those damn puts I had. I did roll, so I'll probably get out of those off the open here. So that traded well. You got to kind of look now for the rotation. What do they start selling? Do they continue to sell Fat Man, or do they kind of rotate here? You could stick with SPX and SPY because you're going to get a lot of range here, but you're going to get a lot of range in general on a lot of different names here today. And I think today is a good day to fucking shoot from the hip, man. Shoot from the hip. If you're over PDT and you're able to do it, these are the days that we've been looking for that are volatile, super juicy, and you can you can scalp your way in and out of stuff. Jesus, let's kick it over to you here for some noteworthy activity. I think we got Jolt's numbers coming out, and then
You got some economic data that's definitely going to move things around. I don't think there's any particular bias, bullish or bearish, but for certain rotations within the market that you were describing, a lot is going to come down to this economic data. You have to get those Fed rate cuts, and now you got even Tucker Carlson talking about it. Why is the Fed all of a sudden talking rate cuts 2 weeks later? Do they know something that we don't, or are they rigging the election for Biden? You knew it was going to come to that, and that's kind of almost changing a little bit of the sentiment out there. So what we've been seeing most importantly, I think, to get away from the noise, Luch, is what you've been hitting on. The rotation's been out of last year's winners and into last year's duds, right? So you're talking about a lot of the defensive names, the Verizons, the banks, right? So anything that really did well, it's not necessarily mega cap tech or the Magnificent Seven. Anything that was on the strong side is seeing some rotation out of, and they're going into some of the laggards. That's been going on for a bit, right? We've been seeing that even into the close of the end of the year last year. We'll see how long that continues, and I think that has to do a lot with what we see from economic data. So in other words, you get stronger job numbers, possibly those rate cuts, right, are pushed away. We're kind of pricing that out a little bit. So that's going to determine the rotations. Kind of to both of your point, I think what we got to try to be careful of is sticking with a bias for too long. You want to stick and move, right? That's the line you used. I think you said it well. Until we get enough of digestion in even the hotter stuff where you want to take a look at, right? So we're not there yet. You got a name like Uber that's been up for 4 straight weeks in a row, had one down day. So before you can start looking at those names, you want to see a lot more digestion there. So I think stick and move is the best way. Lucci framed it, is kind of what the approach we want to take, and be open-minded to where the hot money may be going at the time.
Nice.
So what numbers
nice.
you got Barkin speaking at 8. ISM Manufacturing, and Jolts at 10. There's a 4-month bill auction at 11:30. FOMC minutes are at 2 Eastern today.
FOMC minute. Oh, we have FOMC minutes today.
Yep, 2 o'clock.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy. I did not know that.
Get
So
ready.
that kind of changes my whole vibe, my whole energy right there.
Okay, well, at least you know now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think I'm going to focus probably on some of the tech names here. Take a look at banks here to see if they start rotating into those. Keep an eye on oil, and then of course try to rip something off SPY SPX. We should get a decent range here. Those other high flyer names, those are UPSTs and all that kind of stuff. Those started to lean back as well. They're looking pretty weak here pre-market. I mean, everything pulled back. You know, the pins, the snap, the meta. The meta had a huge down day yesterday. And then what was the other one? Netflix had a big down day yesterday as well.
Yes, it did.
To throw out the converse theory, you know, if you still like some of these beat down names like the Pinterest or the Snapchat or whatever to go higher, this is where you'd start looking to swing again, you know, to start swing long. I think you gotta wait a little bit, but you know, if you like some of these names, swing long here that you know are still super beat down from a yearly perspective. You know, maybe you start taking a look at this. You know, you still have the NVIDIA to 500 idea, which eventually we know is going to happen. I mean, shit, it's only at 474. Really, nothing has really happened here. You know what I mean? If this was a real sell-off, you'd fucking see this thing at a 3 handle here, you know? So, you know, to play the converse theory, there's plenty of game here. Elsewise, BTC now closing in on 42,000. Okay, so couldn't really bounce. Looking pretty interesting there.
Look at the coin, Lucci.
Yeah, no, of course. We talked about it this morning, and the coin here, you know, after trading up to about 180, we're seeing it at 146 now. You know, which is an incredible move, incredible gap down. You know, you could still make the if I'm saying BTC is going to 39 and that's where I'm playing for, you know, there's a lot of people that are kind of trapped on the upside of this thing. And this is an emotional stock right now. You know, that's going to give you big ranges. It's going to give you some real big ranges. I saw the headlines yesterday. Everybody was talking about Apple lost $100 billion of valuation in one day, more than GM and Ford included. And I'm like, I can't. You know, those the size of those numbers, man, are just ridiculous. Sometimes.
Ridiculous.
Really ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, how much does a person that is an employee at an Apple store earn in a year? Does anybody know that?
Does anybody know? I mean, I'm sure we got somebody working at Apple right here.
Just in the retail environment. I think those guys do pretty well, don't they?
I don't know. Silver's here saying Apple was downgraded yesterday. Price target was moved from 161 to a whopping $160. Fucking nothing. Joshua was saying probably between 30 to 50,000 a year, depending on hours. I doubt it. I think they make more than that, but I don't.
I think they make more than that. That's what I mean. I want somebody who knows, not somebody who's going to take a wild ass guess.
Lee Hutch is saying Xerox targets 15% workforce reduction. More. Yo, I was playing beach tennis with this cat yesterday. He works at a publicity firm or like a news firm. And he said, yo, they had huge layoffs yesterday, man. So that's still going down here. You got the Jolts number coming out there, too. All righty. Call them out here, guys. And I'm going to just kind of wait and see here. We're going to get a lot of opportunities here. So just keep it tight here and don't think you have to rush into anything off the open here. Going to take a look at Banks Oil.
CELH. I'm long that too.
CELH.
Let's trigger in here.
What is that?
Bit.
Oh, that's that drink.
It's Celsius. Stupid drink, right?
Fucking drink. Yo, everybody in Puerto Rico drinks that shit, bro.
Oh, yeah, I never heard of that shit prior to this stuff.
Yeah, neither have I.
Michael was talking about that Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly back to $600. I am long swing both of those things. NVO and Eli Lilly. Yo, did Pfizer have an NLP drug come out? Is that why it popped up? I don't know.
No, all those big pharma names ripped hard yesterday. Defensive names.
Trying to get this Ozempic going, man.
They ripped higher. Are we out here? Okay.
We had a really dull afternoon of action yesterday. Forget it's a short holiday week still, but you just got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of economic data going on, Fed minutes. But you might get a quiet afternoon again.
PFE, you got a little bit of a sell-off here. Let's take a look at that Walmart here to see if it's coming into the gap. Walmart trading 160, looking pretty good. SPY here still fading. Oil here not trading that bad. Amazon here is green, actually. Let's take a look at these banks here. GS is down 5 points, though. I like the long swing short GS. It's just I can't bring myself to do it. Bank of America is selling a little bit. It's a little bit. Remember, the JPM, though, was the strongest yesterday, so keep an eye on that one here. If they sell that, forget about it.
Citi caught an upgrade this morning.
Did it? It had some flow on the bull side yesterday too, right?
It was risky yesterday.
Yeah, Citi every day for the past 2 months there's been flow.
Why? Fucking shitty city group. Shitty city. Somebody's talking about that Tesla here. Yep, Tesla coming in here. Natalia, these numbers all look real heavy. What do you want to do? What? John Smith is saying 238 for the Tesla for the target. Remember, it didn't sell yesterday, so I wouldn't be surprised. Find the names that are weakest today here. Meta and Google are definitely not one of them. So you got to find the rotation plays. Even this NVIDIA, nice pop here. You could reshort this NVIDIA maybe. Jesus, it's just listening to keyboards right now, both of you. It's fucking ridiculous. Fucking hey, we got to get you guys better mics.
Mics? What do you mean?
Mics, shit that sits on your head, not on your computer.
I don't get it.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Shit that sits on my head and not on my computer.
Lilly here hit 605. I mean, you remember the pharma names here all traded really well yesterday. What are some of those? Yo, I even saw this mRNA gap up today.
Yeah, that's been hot. All those names have been hot. All of them. Merck, Amgen, ABBV, all of them.
Took it on the chin here this morning. WBD, Disney, and all this kind of stuff. These things was just dead. Um,
Well, that Boeing bounced, huh? Shit. Casinos are selling off here.
those were strong yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Apple, nice rally here. 2-point rally on the Apple. John Smith is talking about shortening up here. That doesn't look that bad here for a scalp. Kenny here is talking about SMCI. Yeah. Remember, it's rotation now. Where are you getting most of the selling is the question. If you take a look at BAC, down about 40 cents now. GS down about 6 points. Let's see if something else can take over. The Q names are stronger. The Q names are stronger than everything else here. So what is the thing that's going to keep the market down? Is it banks? Is it fucking oil? What is it? Is it Dow names? I don't know. I'm asking. Where's Tesla? Tesla 242. I still like the short on that.
Some coffee stuck in these keys. What is this deal? This is media. Oh, fuck that. Oh, I think I know this stuff.
Nice rally on the NVIDIA here. NVIDIA almost green here. It's got about 2 points left. Guys, find me the rotation. What is selling off here? Find me. Caterpillar? Is it a Caterpillar? No. Where's that Walmart at? Chilling, not doing anything. Treasuries, not doing anything. Let's take a look at the coin. Coin here even rallied a little bit. Back up to 150 here. I like the refade on this thing, considering how weak BTC is. But remember, they might decorrelate, so don't get caught. Don't get caught too trapped on that.
You also have a little gap fill on coin up to like 155. So if they fill that, that's probably a better spot to try than right here.
Right. Tech names here bouncing a little bit. PayPal, interesting. Somebody called out that PayPal. Joshua here is talking about that Roku. Roku, no thank you.
Lily is definitely rocking.
Eli Lilly, 610 on the Eli Lilly. Remember, every time it gets up to around 620 here, it's got problems here. So, I mean, in reality, this is great for one of the Ranchero condors here. You just got to get wide on it. Oil still continues to run. I still wouldn't go long oil names. Netflix is green. Daniel was saying it looks like healthcare is the sector where rotation is going. Real estate and materials are the weakest. All right, so you're telling me like FCX and shit like that? All right. There you go. Thank you. Maybe that EMPH. That EMPH is finally down 5 here, so they gutted the solars.
Hey, Ozzy, be careful making statements like, "Oh, Tesla's been down for a week; it's going to go back up." Like that's not a thing. you got to look for an area, dude. Like you want to say because it's at its anchor from its high. that's one thing, but you can't just run out there and say, "Oh, it's been trading down for a week, therefore it should bounce." That's really going to get you in trouble.
The 4% mark.
I mean, maybe it works for him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it works for him.
The Dow is down 150 plus points, 47.19 in the S&P.
This is like Planet Fitness up here. No judgment. You know what I mean?
5%. And the dollar.
Get your fucking purple pants on, Megan Thee Stallion.
With the euro.
Aussie swinging up shares. Yeah. Silver's talking about
that ET. That's an energy MLP name. Ton of insider buying. Elliot Tom.
Silver's just called out this boil here. Remember, this is the whole natural gas thing. I haven't really been watching natural gas, but this boil here is having a move here. Natural gas and oil here look like obviously where some of the rotation continues to come in. What is ET again, Jesus?
Energy Trust.
Okay.
Huh. All right.
So Walmart giving it all up.
Yeah. No surprise.
No.
This one's going to be a tough one. You're going to have to hold on to this one. This is time and all that shit.
Yeah.
All right, BTC kind of stuck in a range now, 42,000 to about 42,600. So I would imagine the rest of these things start acting like that too.
See some more Citigroup. They buy this thing every day.
Announcing the end of RCIP, getting fresh power from the Vineyard One wind project in Massachusetts.
GS here, pop. At Bank of America, a little bit of a pop. I'm eyeing the Bank of America for a short here. That NVIDIA traded back up to about 480. 480, and it's about to go green. It's about to go green. You know what you could try to dip by is this AMD, man. AMD has not bounced at all. So that's a possible. Do I love it? Not really. What I like the most is Bank of America short. But even that, I don't fucking like it. I don't like it that much. But just out of curiosity, 33.5 puts are going for 26 cents, which is not bad. Looks like you got some Tesla puts Jesus just called out here at 240. Whoever's shorting that one's working nicely. Just hit fresh lows.
Ozzy, what are you doing?
Oh, that American Eagle, man. You remember the fucking Abercrombie American Eagle trade?
Yeah, they've been hot.
Yeah, man. These things finally going down now. What about that Lululemon? There you go. So maybe you get some retailers here coming in. So far, I can't really gauge the shit. Natalia, where's that secondary at? Siéntalo. Oh, boy. Yeah. Man. Tesla here, fresh lows. This thing is trading really weak right now. I like that bet that came out, those 240 puts here. Look like the flush is about to happen. Tesla 240. You see how much size you got there at 240 here on this thing? Market here can't really do much. GS back to lows. Tempted to buy some BACs here. I'm going to get some BACs. Small position here, BAC short. Spy back at lows. Keep an eye on the Tesla here at 240. It's going to be a big level. Let's bring up this GEX tool now. Start taking a look at what's going on here. Silver's the same. We're below expected move here for the day.
Is it getting long?
Not adding the shorts. Tesla, you got a small pop down there. Yeah, Tesla also, GEX tool showed that 240 was a put wall here. They bounced right off it. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA at the fucking call wall here. Let's see if the call wall moves up. That's
You got a
interesting.
tweet from the Florida Surgeon General. I'm calling for a halt to the use of all COVID-19 vaccines.
Oh, it's amazing.
Florida man.
Attaboy, Florida. GS is now down 7. I like the GS short, but I like it for a swing, man. It's not the easiest. It's not going to be the easiest trade to just sit there and hold on to. BAC back at lows. Qs, you got some bear puts here, 400 puts. That's for today. Snap. Take a look at Snap. You see the same swing idea we were talking about that guy's doing right here. This guy's coming out to do the same trade that we were talking about here this morning. Dip by fucking a beatdown name here. All right, I think I'm going to focus some attention here on the Goldman Sachs. Down 7 here. That's basically the whole move from yesterday, you know? So all of that program buying they did yesterday to push this Goldman Sachs to the highs, they came out of it, man. You know what? I like this. I like this for a swing short. It's got earnings here in a couple of weeks. Let me go ahead and go for the. I'm going to buy next week. Next week, what am I going to buy? I'm going to buy next week 380 puts. How much are these going for? $4. Can I enjoy my life, please? All right, I'm going to start here. Start a position. All right, just bought a 25 lot swing of the GS next week, 375 puts. I'm also in swing on Bank of America. Take a look at Bank of America. Take a look at Bank of America. BAC just hit fresh lows.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
Silver's earnings is in 2 weeks. It's on the week of the 19th there. So BAC almost at the lows from yesterday where it started the program here.
What did you grab on that, Lucci?
The BACs, I have the 33.5 put here for this week.
Okay.
BTC, you get a little bit of a pop here. Let's take a look at coin. Coin's still running 152 here. They caught a lot of people short, I would imagine. Where's that NVIDIA? Holding. Yeah, I'm fucking hungry, bro. I'm hungry and I'm tired.
At 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we get US ISM manufacturing PMI.
Let's take a look at that Tesla again. Tesla here, retesting 240 perhaps.
8.1 to 45. US job openings forecast 8.821 million on the prior 8.733 million, with a range of 9.02 million to 8.188 million. US ISM manufacturing prices paid forecast 49.5 on the prior 49.9. Employment index forecast 46.5 on the prior 45.
You got some buying coming into, I think this is this the Chinese trip.com? TCOM, March, 35 calls. A couple opening sweeps there.
You know what I want to short is this JPM. Natalia, take a look at this JPM. Maybe we short this one. The Q names are starting to get a little bit more selling. John Smith is saying, damn, AMD cut last off. What the fuck does that mean? Oh. I see. Remember the programs here from yesterday? I mean, they were able to squeeze people 20 handles and then come all the way the fuck back in, you know? So. And remember, you got FOMC today, too. You know?
Yeah, everything will be fine, I'm sure.
Selling calls, guys. Selling calls. That's the way. That is the way. If you got a big ass account like Aussie here, sell the motherfucking calls. Silvers is saying the program came at 2 SD down move. What the fuck does 2 SD mean? Is that standard deviation? One should have been waiting for it.
Yes, that is what he's saying. 2 standard deviations.
Got it. I gotta shake up the blood here. I'm fucking falling asleep. All right. All right, here we go. So far, oil here doesn't look that hot. I think the Tesla 240 is definitely an area to start watching or start paying attention to. XOM and some of the oils here. I don't think. I think it's a waste of time here. I think it's a waste of time. All right, so I'm going to start watching this Tesla now. I think some of the Q names, they just slow down the selling on. It's not going to be as easy, to understand. IWM has most of the selling pressure. That to me is where the weakest is. And IWM includes some of the banks here. What are some of the regionals doing, like the KREs and shit? Take a look at the KRE. Take a look at the KRE, man. What are some of those regional banks from yesterday? The Ally Financial that you were talking about, Jesus?
Not me. What do you want? Regional banks? Let me see. What do you want? Strong ones? What do you want? Like,
nah, you were talking about some regionals that caught some activity on the call side yesterday.
TFC, Tom Frank, Charlie. Oh, Ally. You talking about ALLY? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yep.
What else is there? They're really thinly traded though. A lot of those things. Like you got to try to look for a big move if you're going to play those things. Options was.
Well, let's take a look at it. Ally Financial, 34 puts are going for 55 cents, which is nothing here. And that's for next week. 34 and a half puts for this week are going for 45 cents. Yo, I could fuck with that. I could fuck with a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Tesla here just broke 240. Just broke 240.
Oddsy, don't try to catch the knife.
I like that idea, bro. I like the bank. I like the bank short idea a lot.
Spot 1,
Where's JPM?
spot 3.
This JPM hasn't sold off at all. GS just broke 380. I think you get a slow selling here on some of the banks. Anybody who's in that Tesla here, that's looking good. That's looking good. Silvers likes banks long yesterday. Or yesterday, actually, you were saying go long SPY when I was saying go short. Today, you're saying go long banks, and I'm saying go short. So this is good. I like it. I like that. SPY fresh lows. Yeah, that Tesla short is looking tight, bro.
I'm late to it, but I took a little.
Shit is looking tight. Coin here consolidating. This is going to be one of those longer holds here, tougher holds.
On which one?
Just on any short here that you may take.
Oh, got you.
Except maybe that Tesla. Tesla's moving. Guys, nice job on the Tesla short. We should have all been over that one. Take a look at Tesla.
C500 hitting fresh lows, 10 of the data at 6 cents, 1%.
Yep, NVIDIA just punked out here. 3 points dumped from the highs. Start taking a look at rallies here and try to short into them. That seems to be the play here. I am short the Goldman and I'm short the Bank of America. Let's see where that goes. Let's see where that goes. Standing up the desk did help me wake up. It did work. UG Fund is talking about TFC, NYCB. What the fuck? John Smith is saying looking to buy Tesla here on a bullish setup. What? The fuck? Bullish? I don't know.
That's okay.
That is you.
We need donators too.
That is you. Take a look back at this JPM. Yeah, I like this fucking JPM, man. JPM's got a dividend coming out this week, and then it's got earnings next week.
90 seconds for data. Joel's job openings for November expected 8.
Oh, so you got the Jolts coming out now.
After 8.73 million, reading of the prior month. December ISM manufacturing expected 47.1. Prior was 46.7. Prices paid expected 49.5. Employment expected 46.5. And new orders seemed at 49.1.
Bank of America down here at the lows here is having some issues. Yesterday's low was about 33.30. I want it to break those lows, but that's going to take some. It's going to take some pressure here. So I don't know. SPX looks like the put wall has moved down. Let's take a look at the cues on the GEX tool. Remember, guys, if you want the GEX tool here that we have recently built, get your trial here for the Steamroom and check it out and see if it's something that can work for you.
Check it out.
SPY here broke the put wall as well. 470 is a put wall on SPY.
Joel's job openings and December ISM manufacturing in just a few seconds.
You got some adding in that REIT, another put sweep there. Those are outdated too. Though, a lot of times.
Tesla's also under the put wall here at 240. Let's see if they roll them down.
47.4 for ISM, 8.79 million for Joel's, 8.79 million, below the 8.82 million expected. ISM manufacturing 47.4 versus 47.1 expected. New orders
Here's your pop.
47.1 is below 49.1 expectation. Prices paid at
Nice pop.
below 49.5 expectation. Employment at 48.1 versus 46.5 expected. The Jolts back month revised higher to 8.85 million from 8.73 million.
All right, let's see if that shifted the character of everything here. USO Oil moved aggressively off that JOLTS number. I don't know why, but take a look at oil.
Equities moving a little bit higher following the data in the JOLTS for November coming a little lower than expected, but back month highs higher. ISM manufacturing better than expected, but prices paid coming down.
John Smith is long Apple. Meh. I'm more
JOLTS
meh.
unit markets traded 2.2% in November, down from 2.3% prior.
So the VIX pairs gains after US manufacturing data last month, 0.2%.
Action, the big guy's pretty quiet. I think I'm seeing a little Netflix, some light bull flow throughout the morning.
It's made a nice move this morning, though.
BTC off that JOLTS number didn't really do much.
I'm going to see if I can reshort this Tesla on the pops.
Yeah, I like that. You're back over 240 on the Tesla here. I like that idea, at least for something to throw on watch.
Let's see if it gets back to VWAP and fails, then that'd be a nice entry. I don't want to enter it here because it's too sketchy still.
Yeah, I mean, so far that reaction off the JOLTS number here was pretty shit. Didn't do much here. Think is here talking about LMT here. LMT fresh highs. Yo, you were talking about this LMT yesterday, weren't you?
I couldn't get filled. I have equity, and I've had equity for a very, very long time. And I was trading condors on it, looking for a break to the upside, which is what it is doing, and I couldn't get filled yesterday. So
that actually looks pretty good. This LMT.
It is good. It is.
The fact that it's back here, that's
Yeah.
That's a setup right there. I like that.
Well, that was, that can happen often when a stock breaks out over the 200 or the 50. People get excited and they buy it, and then what happens is everybody gets flipped the stock, and then they get caught at the highs, and then they panic and sell, and they just come back in the next day and do this. That happens a lot. Rinse, repeat.
All right. I think SPY here definitely put in a temporary low. Now things will get a little bit more difficult and complicated on the short side. So be careful. BTC now starting to kind of rally, or try to. Tesla here back under 240. I don't really have much here, but I'm waiting. I am waiting. Would I go long? Meh.
LPD noting delivery of first electric school bus fleet to Carter County schools in Kentucky. Bravo Lima, Bravo Delta.
Meta here, positive. Google positive. AMD still no rally on the AMD. Maybe now. Check out the AMD. I still like this to go to green because they worked in enough shorts. What are the AMD calls going for? 138s. A buck. Anybody long AMD?
No, yes, government announced its solicitation of up to 3 million barrels of crude for April 2024 delivery.
April 2024 delivery. 137. What do you got? Tesla lows here. Ronchero, did you get back in on that?
Nope. I was looking for the VWAP, but I might just short the whole. So we'll see.
Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday it just didn't move. It didn't want to move yesterday. You got an interesting divergence going on here. They're long techs and oil. Keep an eye on oil here.
Up 3%, 72 spot 50 for WTI.
Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
they're saving it down there, at least for now. I think you get another leg lower if it can digest.
This is after the data, S&P down less than 0.4%, Nasdaq down 0.5%.
Okay, they just juked everybody out again on the Tesla.
Yep.
Market's getting stronger here, so anybody who's in short here, I mean, even BTC is squeezing here too. So, keep that in mind here, guys. I like the long AMD. Just hesitant to put anything on. It just dump right back out. Tech not leading. Short bus is saying, yeah, that AMD still looks weak as fuck, man. The banks didn't go anywhere. Banks didn't fucking go anywhere. If you take a look at that JPM, it's still kind of strong. I still like the short here. But again, the better trade, folks, is sell the motherfucking calls. Sell the calls. XOM 102.80. Ron Chair, take a look at this. Take a look at this XOM.
Okay. Oil's been such a difficult trade for me. I tried shorting oil and it wasn't working, so I got out of the way. Oof, look at this. Jeez. Yeah, see what I mean, Lucci? Like, I was already thinking bigger picture, oil was going to be a short, especially with the big guns that came in, and it's just something's up there. I don't understand it. So I don't get it.
Maybe the whole Middle East is on fire? That has something to do with it? No? Maybe Israelis have wiped out Palestine?
If it's that confusing, I just have to stay away. It's just going to fuck me up. It's just going to cost me money trying to figure it out.
Organs be down more than 0.5%.
Yeah, Eddie calling out Amgen again. Amgen day 2. Lilly looks really good again.
But here's the thing: like, I've been waiting for an XOM 103 breakout for God knows how long, and for an actual fucking squeeze on this thing. Same with the CVX. Because if you look at CVX, it hasn't squeezed either. Those two are big ideas I've been sitting on and just haven't been fucking working.
Here's your
I don't know what the fucking catalyst is. There goes your Tesla here. This is the one. This is the one to fuck with here. These options are moving. Eddie, you're trying to get long at 235? I think I got to stick with the banks here. I think you go short SPY here after that fade. There's going to be a ton of people trapped long here. In control is talking about Boyle here. Yeah, natural gas here looking pretty good too. It's where you get your rotation.
Right back towards the lows of the day, 175 points in the Dow and 26 handles in the S&P cash market. The VIX back towards 14 and Treasury yields near the highs of the day. 3.97%, a few basis points up, 4% we touched earlier.
Anybody short SPY? Yep. Tesla here. They moved down the put wall, by the way, to 235. That put wall has been moved down. I like the fucking bank short here too. I'm gonna go ahead and toss some out on JPM here.
March recall is a pretty long way.
I wouldn't follow me.
Just when the consumer demand will stay vibrant, this market.
JPM 170 put is worth. This thing's got a dividend coming out though, so why fuck with this thing, right? Why not just stick with what you got? Yep. Nice reshort. Nice reshort there. I missed the Tesla. That was your day trade right there. Warrior Editor, you're saying on Thinkorswim, what do you guys put in front of the BTC to get the symbol to come up? I know I'm dumb. Anyone? Well, at least you're admitting it.
BTC USD, right?
Intel, you got some bullish action, right? Next week? Wow.
There was put buying there as well. Pretty mixed intel.
Yo,
That was
UG
that
front,
intel?
man. UG front. I've been waiting for that shit, man. Let me know if you're doing it. If you're doing it, I'll do it. Don't funk out now. It's at 103. It's at that level. We gotta wait. I'm gonna wait, but I'm gonna go after these with some gusto here, depending on what this market wants to do in the next couple of days. I'm gonna wait on it. USO and oil and natural gas, they look good, man. You know what I'm saying? But again, tomorrow they could look completely different. So nice trade on Tesla, guys. Nice trade on Tesla. UG Front bought a 10-lot XOM 103 calls. You're buying, I mean, we're buying the highs, though. You know what I mean? We're kind of being bitches about it. Apple here, you got a 170 put here out to February. Apple retraced the move higher, by the way. If you take a look at that NVIDIA, we're back down almost to where we started the day at. So they just screwed a good amount of people here across the board. Tesla is now down 11 points. Meta here, Netflix. That EMPH is getting smoked today. Oh. The reshorts, guys. The reshorts, because the character of the market has changed. It's the reshorts that are working now. Lennar. I forgot about the home builders. Let's take a look at Lennar. And what is it? KBH? Some of these other ones? Yep. Most of the juice, though, was overnight. Okay, off that pop on BTC, I'm going to short more. I am going to short more. Fuck this thing. John Smith is long Tesla again. Here's a thought. Why don't you wait for a rally and then go short? Yeah, fucking Herb. EAC again, continuing to have problems at 33.30. That's your area here. Financial conditions are tightening up. Blah, blah, blah. Wow, these airlines here getting smoked again. Back to getting smoked. I like it. Lucci, JPM is a decent short after it runs into earnings. JPM reports next Friday. Meh.
It's always earnings season. Never ends, right, Jay?
City,
Nah, man.
yeah, never ends anymore. City, some weekly activity, cheap weekly activity flowing in. You got some
Puts?
monthly there too.
Fuck. They're still going for fucking calls on this shit. City, yo, City, somebody has been holding up City. Man, oh man. Let's take a look at this Pinterest. Pinterest trading 35.5 here. Nice pullback here on this thing. That BA 247.5. Remember, I mean, could have gotten short back at 250 there. Couldn't do it.
Wait a second. I thought you rolled down.
A punk. I already dumped that out. I'm talking about the next. I was talking about I dumped that out off the open, and then the rally at 250. I was talking about reshorting that one.
Yeah, I mean, you got a little money for lottos if you want.
Well, it's more reshorting, so it's not. I guess it has nothing to do with the previous trade. It was just reshorting rallies.
Okay.
Look at this Nvidia. It hit 481, now trading 474. So you're getting solid opportunities here on reshorts, guys. Names that have already been selling, they rally in nice.
Well, it's
And then
just
you
day
catch
two, so there's time here.
Sure.
You can still be a hero. All right, I'm going to take a little pause here. Small account, I've just been scalping, stick and move. So tiny little scrapes here. Trying to build this thing up. This morning was the morning for Tesla though, for size. And I didn't do that. I just had little dinks.
John Smith is saying long Apple. This is BS. I mean, anytime you say this
This
is
is
BS,
BS.
chances are we keep going. If you look at the Apple here,
Yes.
I think rallies here to be fucking shorted. You short the fuck out of them for now.
Yeah. I mean, be careful. If you get to VWAP on anything that bounces up, watch your trade, watch your longs.
Yes, he said. Zim, yeah. I saw a little bit of flow there. Short dated again. Zim could be rolling.
John Smith, those two are the same thing. I think you're kind of being hurt right now. Sell the calls is a great strategy to scrape up premium that is just sitting there. I think you're still trying to be a bull right now, which is fine. You got to do your thing. You know. But yeah, selling the calls and shorting any pops, those two are the same fucking thing there, buddy. More or less. GS here starting to work out slowly. We're trading 378 on the GS. This thing could be down 15 fucking points in one day. Quietly. They're still holding up the Bank of America here. And the JPM. They're still holding up both of those, as well as the Citigroup. Citigroup here did just flush out, though. Let me go back to that XOM. Not seeing anything. Again, 103 is a big problem on XOM. So that's another trade that I'm watching. And then other than that, trying to catch the rallies to short into. This NVIDIA here is back to lows. You know what I mean? Back to the lows of the day where we gapped down from. It almost ran 10 points and then came back down 10. Guys, there's fucking range here, man. There's range here. So if you got keep your bullets here, there's going to be much more plays here. It's only fucking 10:30. It's only 10:30. NF, it's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all good. NF, what do you have? What are you sitting on?
NF, he's got all spec biotechs.
Oh, all right. Spec it. A little spec action. All right, let's take a look at this Gex tool here, see what's going on. Remember how yesterday we kind of during the afternoon we went really dry and then boom, we had that sell into the close. The SPX, the put walls keep coming down. They keep coming down, you know. So the trend is clearly on the downside here. SPY put wall moved down too.
Yesterday, market got bailed out by a $7 billion mock to buy. Otherwise,
but it was bullshit because they fucking gapped down the whole thing.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
Screwed people over yesterday.
Screwed them. Microsoft, maybe you can go for. This thing hasn't really been selling, but there are certain names that are just not going to do it, right? So Netflix today is not going to do it. You know what I mean? This AMD, on the other hand, though, super weak. Super weak, and it might go to fucking 132 and change. So just as crazy as things got on the top side here, we're seeing the same. We're seeing the same on the other side now. And most people can't believe it, like our boy John Smith over here.
I was just going to say, you can't be surprised by that, can you? I
mean, right.
Same old story.
All right, so I'm going to sit on what I got, and I'm going to make some. I'm going to make some eggs here. What's so funny, man?
Making eggs?
Yeah, man.
Don't hear that on the trading floor often.
Wow. No, these aren't the eggs. This is like a little gummy. This is like a gummy vitamin that I got here. CVX just made a high. Take a look at XOM.
Let's see, crude. Yeah, crude at the high is up 2 and change.
UG Front, you had said that you saw them buying a lot of calls here. Jesus, can you post the lines for XOM and CVX for me?
XOM, yeah.
Kelman, I'm going with hard boiled, bro. Tom Gunn is saying soak your hard boiled in with the pickle vinegar. Yo, I never even thought about doing that shit. That sounds incredible. That sounds incredible. I never done that shit. I've never done that shit. That sounds fire. All right. Spy here trying to move back up. Let's see if we get another sell from here. Anybody too cocky on the shorts, just make sure you even get a hedge. If you still want to hold the short, which I still want to hold it, get a little hedge. Get a little hedge if you want to. All right, let me go make some eggs.
Make some eggs. City. Looks like they're rolling up those cities. Yeah, the call side, really nothing to talk about. A couple of the trainer issues. I played at TCOM. I scalped. That's the best action of the morning. But a few China names seeing some bull flow. That's the extent of it. ET caught a bet. Energy name. PDD, China name, obviously, some repeat activity. You got credit spreads still trying to find a low. And the dollar, some strength. Tough backdrop for the long side for risk assets. What's the heat map look like? And as far as puts are concerned, yeah, there's some put action, nothing jaw dropping. Heavy volume. Looks like some more rolling in that CLSK I just posted.
Toyota Motor reporting December and fourth quarter U.S. sales data. Fourth quarter sales up 15.4% at 619.7 thousand units for Toyota. Toyota North America reported December sales at 226.1 thousand units, up 25.5% year over year. Take a Michael.